Hello, my name is Chris Williamson. I'm here as a product manager for Cytec SA, which is not a particularly well-known company because we sell all of our products to other companies who then rebrand them usually. They've been featured on CNN. We're actually the biggest developer of telecoms equipment in Southern Africa. Our main products are payphones, which you can see throughout South Africa's townships and on streets in cities across the continent, really. So the idea of those products is to open up voice calls to people who can't afford their own handset, and also to give, through regulation, to give discounted rates on voice calls to communities. But we're actually looking at a lot of new products, so I'm working on something called Streetwise, which we're launching very shortly. Basically, Streetwise, the idea is to, rather than trying to bridge the digital divide in one huge step, to break it down into smaller steps which are more manageable. So we've developed a product for internet access, and we call it lean content delivered to lean terminals. That's the concept. So rather than trying to force huge bandwidth internet content into rural areas where you don't have much infrastructure, we actually on our back-end servers compress it down. So 100 kilobytes of Wikipedia becomes maybe 2 or 3 kilobytes, and we can then send that over GPRS, which is virtually accessible to everyone. It's all around us, and that means you can then start receiving email and search and news in any area that there's any kind of mobile coverage. And then what we do with that, we have a device which we developed, and we manufacture and develop everything locally. And that device, it's like a very stripped down, I don't want to call it a PC. It's got a screen this size and a keyboard. It's designed to be very rugged and reliable, to be very cost effective, and you can have 5 of these all sharing the same SIM card and the same GPRS connection, the same power supply. To be very easy to use, so you don't need to be computer literate. There's no desktop. It just gives you email, search, news, create a document in a very simple layout. It's designed to be very easy to maintain, and our payphones are lasting over 10 years in the field. So the idea of this product is to be similar. You can stamp on it, pour Coca-Cola on it, and it still does fine. And the other thing is it's very secure, and we know that a lot of PCs that have been put into Africa are stolen very quickly. And our device, because it has to come through a central server, can be completely disabled if it's stolen. So we're launching this device with a couple of operators, one in South Africa and one in East Africa, early next year. And we're very excited about it. We've been doing field trials in some schools and been having really great responses. So really, I'm here at MobileActive08 to understand more about what kind of content we can tap into for these kinds of underserviced communities, whether it's health or agricultural information, and also to just start sharing this product which we've been developing for over a year now, and we're really excited about launching. So this is the Streetwise device. You can see we've got a 5-inch monochrome screen. It's monochrome because the browsing is all in text. All the services are text-based, so there's not really much value in having color and pictures, but it does mean, because the content's thin, that anyone can access this anywhere. This is the keyboard. It's a very rugged membrane keyboard, which they're being used quite a lot at the moment, but it's replaceable, and you can stamp on it. It's very durable. Round on the side, we've got a USB stick connector, so it's fully compatible with all kinds of USB peripherals. It's actually running on a Linux platform. We've got the GPRS antenna, and kids get really excited when you tell them this connects them with information from all across the globe. Then we've got the heart of the unit in here, the battery, which is a standard lithium-ion mobile phone battery, and the SIM card. And as I said, this is using just GPRS, and you can set it up for any SIM card. And then here we've got some connectors here for extension terminals. So we have another type of terminal which looks the same. It's the same screen and keyboard, but it can add into this terminal, and it gives you more users access at minimal extra cost. And then here we've got a fax adapter as well, because that means you can plug in a cheap fax machine. They're very easily available in these kinds of areas, and it gives you a printer and a scanner and a fax to email solution for probably the least cost. It's also got an Ethernet adapter and then a 12-volt power supply, so the battery will last a few hours, but in areas where there's no mains power, you can run a set of these on a car battery and they should last for days if not weeks. And that's it for the Streetwise hardware.